So TennoCon 2023 was pretty cool. I watched the live stream and I must say I am pretty hyped for the future of this game. I have said that before, and DE never fails to succeed. Although I must say this game is very full of content, to say the least. If you were to compare this game now to, let's say, an older version of this game, about 2 years ago even, this game is very different from 2 years ago. Although I am excited for the future of this game, like I just said, I am also kind of worried about this game because I'm gonna be honest, I don't really think this game is... I don't want to say I feel like this game lost its identity, because it hasn't, but it just doesn't feel the same like it did 3-4 years ago. And obviously there's been tons of content, tons of updates, tons of skins, weapons, all that good stuff. But it's just that some of the updates that they've came out with didn't always improve the game, in my opinion. Now, in some of my other Warframe videos, I've said that I first played this game on PlayStation 4 back when I believe it first came out for PS4, which was like 2015? 2014 maybe, I forget. So that's when I first played this game. Now obviously that was like 7 years ago or something. And a lot has changed. Like a lot. And most of those changes are for the better, in my opinion. You know, the whole inclusion of the operator, some of you guys may like or dislike the whole system on how that works. Personally, I don't mind, but it just kind of... I don't know how I feel about the operator. Now, a few years ago, I want to say like 5 years ago or so, when they released like the Railjack. I think it was TennoCon 2019 or 2020, I can't remember. I think it was TennoCon 2018. Don't quote me on that. But it was either 18 or 19 when they showed off the Railjack. It might have been even earlier than that. I can't remember. But that was sick. Okay, when I first saw that, I was like, holy crap. That's going to make this game so cool. You know, it's going to make it absolutely amazing. Because at the time, I thought this game was already just really good. I think Warframe was in its prime around that time. Some of you guys may think it's in its prime now and it's just getting better, but personally, I think it was really good back then. But apart from that, the Railjack videos that I saw on TennoCon, I watched that live as well. I thought that was gonna like absolutely make this game even more fun. Fast forward like a few years and Railjack finally comes out and it's just mediocre. Honestly, like the only reason I play Railjack was because I wanted to try out some things. Railjack sucks, okay? If you disagree with me, I'm sorry, but that's the truth has got to be said, okay? I feel like 99% of the Warframe player base can agree with me on this. Railjack is hot garbage. I don't knock you if you do like it. Railjack does have its moments. Especially when you first play Railjack, it's pretty cool, but then after like the first or second game in it, it's just not all that interesting. It can be overwhelming because you have a lot to manage. and you have to mod your companions, or not your companions, but your crew members. It can just be tedious and annoying, and I haven't touched Railjack in a long time. Because honestly, I don't think there's much benefit in playing Railjack. Now, I'm sure you can get a whole bunch of credits in some game mode or something, but there are other options, in my opinion, okay? And the only other real option is doing the Orb Mother boss fight with Chroma, and that's how you get insane credits, okay? If you know what I'm talking about, leave a like. Besides that, the Index is the only real option for players that don't know how to do the orb fight. But I was pretty much goated at this game. And then I stopped playing, and then they started adding all these updates, all these new missions, all these new weapons. And if you don't keep up with that stuff, you're going to be lost in the dust, okay? And after picking this game back up, after like a year or two, guys, this game has been overwhelming for me. Because there are so many things that I have not done yet, to the point where it's actually overwhelming. Now, I have not felt like this since I first played this game. Because when you first played this game, I can attest to this, as I'm sure a lot of you other people can, because this game is extremely overwhelming in the beginning. For newer players, you guys have it the worst because this game is just extremely confusing. I can totally understand if you pick this game up, play it for like an hour or two, and then uninstall it and never touch it again. I can totally understand, because that's exactly what I did when I first played this game. This game was absolutely confusing for me in the beginning, to the point where I just stopped playing. Fast forward like a year or two, and then I picked it back up, and then I actually decided to give it another chance, to the point where I am now MR25 or something on my PS4. And I pretty much have had everything. For you newer players that plan on doing the same thing, but you are just now starting, there's gonna be a lot of stuff that you have to work towards, you know? Because when I first played this, they didn't have all these insane missions. They didn't have Railjack. They didn't have Plains of Eidolon. They didn't have, you know, Necromechs. They didn't have any of this stuff. Honestly, at the time, they just came out with Archwing. You know, that was cool. But then after a while, I friggin' hated Archwing. The missions were god-awful. They were so bad. When Archwing first came out, it was a joke. You guys cannot believe the amount of happiness that I had when they had announced that Archwing rework. They made this game a lot better just by doing that. You know, they have updated this game so much to the point where I barely remember how this game used to be when I first played it. You know, it's just that crazy. And because of that, you know, I have to applaud DE, because they've done a lot for this game. They've done a lot to this game to make it better in every aspect, except for some nerfs and whatnot. But besides all those controversial things, I mean, just look at Plains of Eidolon. This map is beautiful, guys. When Plains of Eidolon first came out, this game did not look this good before. Like, they've come out with a few HD updates and texture reworks. PoE literally looked like I don't even know what to describe it as, but it didn't look like this. It didn't have all this nice lush grass. It didn't have all this foliage and everything. But before I get off topic again, like I already have, they've added so much stuff to this game to the point where it's kind of too much. That's how I feel, honestly. Like, there's just too much stuff to do in this game. You know what I'm saying? That can be a good thing or a bad thing for some people. I did play the newer one where you, I think it's called the Duviri Paradox. I played that, I kind of lost interest in it after like the first hour, if I'm going to be honest. It wasn't really all that interesting. I genuinely think that the story in this game is just not interesting at all. But honestly, some of you guys may totally disagree with me. Some of you guys may actually really like the storyline in this game. To me, I think the voice acting is cheesy. You know, you also have to go into this realizing that. You have to remember that this is a free-to-play game. You know, and throughout time, I'm sure they'll make this game a lot better than what it is currently. Not to say that this game isn't good or anything, but like I said, this is a free-to-play game. It's not going to be perfect by any means. I don't want this video to be too long, but I do want to say this. I have spent over 2,700 hours playing this game. It might even be more than that, honestly. And a lot of you guys, including myself, have poured countless hours into this game, grinding for everything that you have now. And you enjoyed every minute of that time spent. Cross save is a huge plus, and I cannot wait for that to come out, because when it does, I will be playing this game a lot more than, you know, I haven't been playing, you know. But before I end this video, I just want to say thank you all for subscribing. Thank you all for watching this video. If you stayed to the end, thank you. I highly doubt any of you probably have, but you know, this video is random. Most of my videos are random. I don't know what I'm talking about half the time. Sometimes I have a planned out video. Most of the time, I just have a random video. Like, I'll just record any game and talk about something, you know. But yeah, if you enjoyed this video, let me know in the comment section. Leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Hit that bell notification. And I'll catch you all in the next one. Till next time.